Well, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Man, it's been a long minute. Since today I have the singer, songwriter, actor extraordinaire. I mean, this man has done some of everything regionally. You know, he's done your Dream Girls, Rent, the usual, Oregon Shakespeare festivals. And then, yeah, he's toured with Jesus Christ Superstar. Am I missing anything? And then obviously on Broadway, done Lion King here on tour, and even had a great stint in Toronto as a SIMBA there. So this man is a really experienced actor, a great brother of mine for sure. Good dude, funny dude. And yeah, please welcome Eric D. Patrick.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming, bro.
Of course, man. That's an easy call. No? Of course.
How you been, bro? How was New York? You just came back from New York?
Yeah, I just got back from New York yesterday. New York is New York, man.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything else. Like, that's home for me.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy. The first city I ever, like, when I got to America, I went to Times Square.
Jeez.
They put me in a hotel in Times Square. And
that's a trip.
Yeah, I was like, what are we even doing here, you know? And then went to Syracuse next, which was like a complete opposite. I was like, okay, this looks a little more residential, whatever. Yeah. What were you doing in New York this time? Just seeing family?
Yeah, going to seeing the fiance, getting some wedding stuff together. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Getting wedding stuff together. And yeah, just trying to, like, you know, clear my mind, get some peace before I finish out the tour here. Got like 6-7 weeks left. Just want to, make sure I'm not going crazy at work. You know how that is.
Yeah,
you know how that can be.
Yeah. Speaking of work, I want to ask this right. How was your journey? I mean, I know it's a long one. We can go as back as high school or whatever, but like, just focusing on SIMBA for now, like, how was your journey with that? How was getting to Lion King? Obviously, taking up the role as a lead.
Yeah, man. I always start by saying, I get this question a lot, and I always start by saying, I never wanted to do it.
Really?
Never wanted to play SIMBA.
Let me hear this.
I never wanted to be in the show.
Why?
It just wasn't for me.
Okay.
I never saw myself as a Disney guy. Like,
okay, fair.
It was also like, maybe it was a little bit of like imposter syndrome. Like, oh, surely they don't want me. Like, I got tattoos. I'm bald. Like, I got a beard. Like, I was like, nah, they don't want me. Like, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of like pushed it out of my mind. I kind of like kept it in the back burner. Like, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I see. But then when you got it, what happened? Were you like, well, I guess we're doing this, or like how?
Yeah, like let me go back, because like it's just an interesting story. Like, sure. I was at Oregon Shakes, like you mentioned before, and I was doing a show that I really loved, and it was very fulfilling as like an artist. Like, as an actor, it was really, really like rewarding. Like, it felt good to do. Good. But it wasn't paying a lot. And I knew I wanted to get married.
You want to do all these things.
Girl wanted to have this big wedding. Yeah. And she wanted to change apartments. So I asked God. I was like, hey, I need a job. I need like a commercial hit success gig. Yeah. One that might be a little fluff. Might be more fluffy than what I'm used to doing. But I was like, I need that. I need that kind of steady income. So
sure.
While I'm asking for that, I'm declining the audition for the Lion King.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, like, God's giving
like, not
you
that,
yeah
not
God's
that.
giving you over and over and over again. I'm getting the audition, turning it down every time.
Crazy.
Every single time. And I'm like, well, this is crazy. Then one day I got it for maybe the third or fourth time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to do this. This is what I've been asking for this entire time.
Wow.
Crazy. So I ended up going to the audition. It was for it wasn't for the tour.
Bro.
It was for Broadway. It was for SIMBA on Broadway.
Okay.
Not the understudy, not the cover. SIMBA on Broadway.
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, cool, I got to audition for this.
Sure.
So everything went well. As you know, my fiance Iman was in the show on the tour already.
Sure.
So she gave me like the whole rundown, the whole play. She was like, you got to do this, you got to do this. They like it when you do this.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to. So I was just getting back from that show that was so fulfilling as like an artist. So I was like, let me see if I can marry the two. If I can marry the two of like, I can do what they want. And it's a little fluffy, and it's a little Disney.
Yeah.
But I can still put some of me in there. As long as I can put some of me in there, I'm cool with it.
I feel that. I feel that. Do you feel like, wow, that's loaded?
Yeah.
For me, at least.
There's a lot there.
That's really loaded. Do you feel like that applies to a lot of things as an artist, where it's like the opportunities we want are never really where we feel like we can express ourselves the best?
Of course.
And that's the trade-off?
That's kind of, my whole career has been kind of like that. I'll do something that I feel is like super, super fulfilling as an artist.
Sure.
But it may not be the most lucrative.
Sure.
And then you do that for a year, then you go do a show like The Lion King, Disney's The Lion King for a year, 2 years, get your money
up.
up.
A whole difference.
It's a whole different ball game, but you play the game. Sure. And yeah, for me, it's just that back and forth.
Yeah.
All the jobs I've ever worked with, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Do you think there's like a perfect world where, like, we keep the authenticity of the arts, right?
Yeah,
and then and like add money to that, or like does money change everything, or what you think?
I think there is. But when you get into like big hit shows, there is a level of like commercialism
and streamlining
that's like an unspoken thing that you do need to like get with the program. You know what I mean? Speaking
of which, I did get in a lot of trouble when I started out with Lion King, and it was my first show ever, which is insane, right? It's like
crazy.
I just got dropped right in the middle of Broadway, right? Insane. And I had no experience, dude. I was doing all the wrong things all the time, right? Sure. And I was just worried. I was like, I wonder if they know it's out of like this excitement, finally being able to do music and art, full time or whatever, I never really even considered myself as an artist until like maybe year 5 or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I just felt like a fluke the whole time. I was like, ugh. But that's good. So speaking of your background as an artist, like, obviously you went to school for it, and when did you kind of know, like, I think this is my lane?
I think I kind of knew at like 12 or 13.
Sure.
And then I made like the decision to like put everything into that maybe at like 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Like 16 is when I like told my dad, I was like,
what happened at 16?
I told my dad I'm not playing sports no more.
What, you play sports?
Oh, I played all the sports, every sport.
What you play?
Name a sport. Track,
obviously.
Basketball, football.
Really?
I wrestled for a little bit, like everything.
Really?
Yeah, everything.
And then
I played baseball.
How'd you go from that to like, actually I don't want no contact and I want to be on stage? Actually,
for me it was like the easiest decision. It like made the most sense. I was like I was a weird kid.
Sure.
Because I was like really like hyper focused on like later on, and like finding out like what am I gonna do.
Okay.
Some of it kind of comes from like growing up like not having a whole lot. So like you're like, okay, the options are limited. So like, how can I do this the fastest? How can I streamline?
I know about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, 15, 16, I was like, yeah, I'm not playing sports no more. I gotta focus on this. Did I know I was about to say, did you have that comfort, and how was that comfort with Pops, especially because like I'm sure he was happy with you like getting physical, doing all the sports or whatever, like to something like theater, which I mean a lot of people don't know it's physical. It's very very, very physical, but not in the traditional way, Right. So like was that a big convo with the big man? Yeah, he took it pretty hard. Dang. He took it pretty hard. It was a very difficult conversation, but at the end of the day, he supported me. You know what I mean? He was just like, I support whatever you're gonna do. If this is the decision you want to make, then this is it. That's good. That's good. I hope I am that kind of parent. Yeah. Because I know I can be stuck in my own ways in a way, but like I hope I am that kind of parent where it's like, this is trash, but go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the tricky thing. Yeah. It's like, even if it doesn't work out, letting your kid like make their own choices, make mistakes. Figure it out. I hear that. So, born and raised in Kansas. I hear you mention about how you grew up. Born and raised I just went to Kansas. Yeah. I've known you for a little over a year now, and I was like, this guy is very different. You think different, you move different. I appreciate that about you. And until I went to your city, I was like, okay, all right. Sure. Kansas is special, man. Yeah, how was it growing up in Kansas, bro? Like, this is before, Patrick Mahomes or whatever. Yeah. Before the winning champions. The winning champions or whatever, like, how was that? How was Kansas? It was very special. I think it's a very highly spiritual place. I think it's a highly historic place as well and stuff like that. And, so how was that growing up? Man, there just wasn't a lot to do. It was slow, man. It was really, really slow, and I never felt like it was for me ever. Like, even from a really young age, I was like, this doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel like I should be here for real. Like, you know, family and of course,
no, of
but
course,
like,
yeah.
other than that, like, I was like, dude, there's got to be more. So really early on, I was like, I got to get out of here. My dream to go to New York was like an
early dream.
Early.
Yeah. And I noticed that you do call New York home now.
Yeah, it's home.
Like that's where you find that, okay, this is my pace, this is my space, like this is where I feel like I fit in more.
Yeah, it's where I just feel comfortable. Like, I feel like it's funny. I feel like that's where I was supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's always like affirming, like going out there, like from being on the road and going back for a couple of days, a week or so, and just getting the feel of the city again. You're like, oh yeah, right. This is right. I think
it's so important. I think it's so we travel literally year round. I think it's so important to go back home and like and really feel what we come from, or that home base, and then come back out and do it. Like I think it makes a huge impact and a difference for sure. So I did a little fun thing. I went around and asked some people.
God.
I told them that I'm interviewing you today, and I was like, yeah, give me, so some of your fans had some things
I'm nervous.
So I asked Tembi. I said, Tembi, hey, what do you have for Eric? And he said, and she sent me a text. She said, you actually sang in Hebrew at one point.
Why did she know that? Did I tell her that?
Which I was like, what, Hebrew?
Yeah.
Do you still know the song, or like do you
the funny thing is, I didn't know it then. I was making it up. Like, it's a really crazy thing. Like, it was a good life lesson.
Sure.
In my high school, we had a really good theater program. Like, we had as much money in the theater program as we had in like football. Like, it was a big deal. Yeah, it was cool to do theater. Like, it wasn't. You weren't looked at like.
Yeah, you wasn't like, all right.
No, it was cool. So, I was the lead in the show. I think I was maybe a junior in high school. And I was already feeling myself because I had some success already. I was like, I'm going to college.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. And we're doing 13 the Musical.
Yeah.
And the playwright and composer is Jason Robert Brown, who is amazing. He's done the last 5 years, done a bunch of amazing hit Broadway shows.
Dope.
And he came to our school because, we got picked to go to like the International Thespian Festival and all these things. And I was leading the show. I was playing Evan Goldman, who was this Jewish kid.
So you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So he comes to our school, and I'm not really thinking too much of it. Like, right now, if I met him, I think I'd be more nervous than when I was a kid.
Sure.
And he came to the school, and he was like, okay, let's work on this song. There's like a big song. There's a Hebrew section in the song, and I'm doing it, and, I'm singing it. He stops the song, and he goes, you don't know the Hebrew.
Ooh.
Now, he's Jewish. He was like, you don't know it. And I was like, well, I think I know it. I'm singing it. He's like, yeah, but you don't know what you have no idea. Like, you're mispronouncing words. You don't know what you're saying. He's like, what does any of it mean? I was like, I don't know. And it just taught me a valuable lesson that, like, you think you're prepared, but you weren't. I wasn't prepared. There's like way more work to be done.
I am so, that is good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm constantly worried about that.
Yeah, it's always more work.
Because I feel like every time I'm like, yeah, I want this now. I'm ready for I immediately go back to like, okay, so what if it was tomorrow though?
Exactly.
Like, what if they sent me the email tomorrow?
Yeah,
like, would I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to shoot with Nike, for example. I've always said that out loud, like, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm, if Nike called me today, it was like, all right, show us something. I would be nervous as doo-doo, you know what I'm saying? So
that was a good life lesson, man.
Yeah, bro.
And now, like, it's carried into what I do today. Like, it's just like the discipline of it all, like being really, really hyper focused on like the details of it. Like, I still don't feel like I've done, I haven't mastered it. I haven't mastered playing SIMBA. I have no idea. Like,
that makes you a student of the game, though.
Yeah, I'll never master it. I'll never master it. You'll never master the role. You just, every day it's the energy of putting your best foot forward and being like, okay, I'll do more work. I'm doing more work. I'm not relaxing. I'm not phoning it in. There's more work to be done, always.
Absolutely. Well, if I go a little more personal.
Yeah.
You're a big brother, right?
To
some of your sisters.
A lot of sisters.
Right. Are you the only boy?
I'm the only boy, kind of. I have 2 stepbrothers.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 stepbrothers.
Okay. So, but did you spend most of the time like as the boy in the house?
Yeah. I grew up with my 3 biological sisters.
Sure.
And yeah, I was the only boy. It was just
I was about to say how was the, and then being the oldest, like trying to, I guess, hold everything together and stuff like that.
Man, it was tricky.
Yeah.
It was tricky growing up, but I'm always like really thankful for it because I think it made me like a softer man. Like it made me like sensitive. It made me compassionate, I think. Yeah. It's funny. I was like faced with a moment, like, not to get too personal, but like I was faced with a moment when my parents got divorced.
Sure.
And I was young, and my dad had asked me like, "Oh, who are you gonna go with? Like, who are you gonna live with?" And I remember thinking, I was maybe like 12 or 13. I could not imagine not going to be with my sisters and my mother. And I just thought, I was like, well, of course I'd have to be there. Sure. Of course. Like, sure. I'm the older brother. I have to protect. Sure. Like, of course I would be there. And later on, like years later, my dad told me, he was like, remember when I asked you that? He's like, I didn't want you to come live with me. I knew you weren't. I would have been upset if you decided to do that. Wow. Yeah. It was just like a temp check, like a heat check.
Yeah. Like he had to make sure he asked the question, right? Yeah. You know? That's incredible, bro. And isn't it crazy that you're able to go back to moments like that and be like, wow, and then being a grown man, like you're starting to see your own thing, like your own personal situation. You like that was a big moment. And I can only imagine, bro, like, so I did grow up without a dad. Mm-hmm. 2 boys with my mom, me and my brother for a long time. I thought I was the last born forever, and then 10 years later, here come a little sister. Later. I'm like, sheesh. Who are you, fam? Right. Like, what are you? Like, I'm the, what I'm saying? It's me. Now I'm a middle child. It's weird. Right, it's like, where's the, preferential treatment now?
That's gone. That goes out the window. Bro. That goes out the window.
And she's a girl. I'm cooked. I was cooked from jump. But yeah, man, like I always value, the time that I was able to be like developed from however it happened. There's parts where it's like, it would be cool to have a dad. I didn't even know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just what it was. I remember just having moments with my dad, like, he passed in the pandemic. During the pandemic, I wasn't able to go, but I remember having moments with him, and I'm relating because, like, such small things like that, you just never know how, they're looking at it. Right. We know our answer, our perspective, or whatever. And I remember my dad was looking at me like, he was like, bro, like, you're not angry anymore. He said, as a kid, he was very angry. And it's like, you put me in your car, we here, we're driving, we're eating. And he's like, you were loving, you're kind to me. And I never knew that was my last time I saw my dad.
Wow.
That trip that I did with my brother and my dad's brother was the very last time I saw my dad, and I'm proud of how I was able to take in that moment with so much grace, and I think it shaped a whole lot of things that I'm able to deal with now, for sure. Yeah. So I'm sure even in your case, like, knowing that, no, man, I gotta go with the with my moms and everybody. It's just like a given, and being 12 or 13, like that's such a maturity. Do you feel like in moments like that make you, or made you like mature faster than
of course.
You would have liked to?
Yeah. It, that, like, growing up, like, not having a lot and having siblings and trying to figure it out, like, and your mother being a single parent, like, you do have to step up. You have a responsibility now that you didn't have before. Before, you were a kid, you were hanging out, you were chilling, and now that is over with. Yeah, and growing up, there's lots of times where I was like, why do I have to do this? Like, but I really am thankful for it. Yeah, it's shaped so much about who I am, like, and how I am in the world, that I wouldn't trade that for anything, man.
How do you think it shaped who you picked as your partner?
Oh, that's easy. It shaped a lot. It shaped a lot. Like, I always looked for really, 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 like, I was always drawn to very headstrong women who were, bosses, women who had their stuff together and weren't afraid to tell me, like, what's going on. Yeah, and be really real and really honest. And Iman, my fiance, like, sure. Yeah, man, I knew 9 years ago, 10 years ago almost, like, I met her, I was 20, like, way too young. She was 25, and she was like 20, like, what are you doing? She was like, gross. Like, you're a little kid. She's like, this is crazy. But I knew then. Like, it's crazy. Like, you hear that on like TV and movies and stuff.
People always ask.
People say that,
bro,
but I actually knew. I knew right then. I was like, oh wow. She was born and raised in New York, so she had that kind of energy that was like very forward.
Yeah,
like, you know.
And you already like in New York, like person in your mind. You're like,
there,
this is yeah. Wow, man. So when you meet her and like y'all kicking it, are you thinking about like we getting married right away? You did say you knew, but like a lot of people know.
Man, I gotta go back.
But the following through is a whole nother conversation. Yeah.
I gotta go back. I have to say this again. I was a weird kid, man. I was very strange. Like,
what? Okay, without me like saying something wrong about that.
Yeah.
But what do you mean when you say you are like a weird
I was
kid?
so determined and like focused, like hyper fixated on like, career building and finding the right person. I didn't like have fun. Like I didn't like
you was
date
locked
like
in.
that.
Yeah. You was like
dating
really
for a partner. Like
wow.
Anyone that I dated, like actually dated, I was like, oh, you're a potential like partner for life. Incredible. Young, like church? In high school.
You think church influenced that maybe a little bit?
I think a little bit is church.
Sure.
I think I also just like, because of my mother and seeing her growing up and how she moved through the world, like I think I just knew that you need that as a man. You need a partner. Not just as a man, as a person. You need that support system that is like.
But you knew
unwavering.
You as a man, you were like, I think I need this.
I know I did. I was like, if I want to go to the places I want to go to, I need to have someone next to me who also shares that same sentiment. Like,
very important.
I've dated women who did not share those same sentiments, and it never works out.
You're right. He just made me think about some stuff, but man. You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right, man. And I hear you saying how much your fiance means to you, and how much, like, if you put it in like a couple words, like what do you see as a difference, as a 20-year-old that you was maybe this lady, and you're getting married in a couple weeks now. Like what would you say is like some of the biggest impact now that it has happened over 9-10 years or whatever? Right, that it's not a theology thing anymore. Yeah. It's practical. Like, what would some of be the biggest impact you would say she's had on your life?
I think that it's funny. Like, I would always joke with her because when we first met, she wasn't like a PDA person.
Sure.
Like she was very reserved.
Yeah, like yeah.
And we met doing a job. She was very like aware of like, hey. She was the dance captain, so she was like, I am the dance captain, and you are the lead of the show, and there's boundaries at work for sure. So she was kind of reserved. So I would joke with her and be like, I taught you how to love, because like, you were like really reserved before.
Yeah.
But it's in our later years, I've realized that she was the one teaching me, because I didn't know the depths that someone could love. I didn't know that. Like I didn't know how deep it had the like potential to be. Like she has done things for me and championed me and stuck by my side in a way that it scared me, because I was like, can I do that for someone else? Do you know what I mean? Like she's made me read.
Hell yeah.
She's made me think about like, oh, I say I love you, but like I can
There's
go
levels
deeper.
to it.
I can go deeper with that.
There's levels to it.
And she showed me the depths of her love over and over and over again. And I was just blown away.
I saw this video. It had batteries, like obviously animation batteries over the two people, and they were just doing, and it was like 20% on the woman, and then the guy had like 100%, like it was like playing with her or whatever, and then it was switched. The guy was like out or whatever, and I thought it was dope video. But I think it's sentiment to that. Like at some point we think we're doing this thing for people, and then in the middle of it you realize like, oh damn, like I think this is being done for me as well, and
I can go deeper.
And you can go deeper, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that is some of the biggest challenges right now with like long-term relationships, is that people don't know how to go from surface to something deeper where it can can last the test of time?
For sure. And like it's that comes with time.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
The earlier on in the relationship, you don't have things that come up. You don't have issues for real. Like everything is good. So like things come up, and there is distance, and there is, you go through financial hardships, and you go through all these things together. If you can make it out on the other side, it just the love gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Like
very, very true.
She's seen me at rock bottom. She seen me when I was really struggling. So like for her to be such an integral part in to date my like biggest job of my career.
Sure.
For her to be as like integral in that's not lost on me. You know what I mean? Like that.
I was gonna ask you next. That's literally what I was gonna ask you next. What do you think makes guys switch up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ladies seeing you through the things, blah blah blah. Y'all been together a long time, and then as soon as some level of success come to the picture, they don't stay with the same person, or now that person is old news now. Oh, you nagging. Oh, you doing too much, or whatever. Like, what do you like? Or did you ever feel that, or in your thoughts, like, what do you think makes people kind of switch up?
I never felt that because I always knew auditions after auditions, like she's reading it with me, like we're working on it together. So like it doesn't feel like I did it by myself. It's not a separate thing. It's not separate. Nothing we do is separate. Like, we have our own friends and things like that. Sure. But like anything else that's like going on in my life, like it's not a separate thing. Like it's we're doing it together. I couldn't have booked this job without her. I needed her for that.
I'm really interested in this because this is a topic I talk about all the time. Do you think that it's the type of dude that you either decided to be, or your circumstances made you to be, or whatever, that makes you comfortable with the vulnerability of being able to say, I'm gonna show my moves to my lady so we can move together? Because I know a lot of guys, they struggle with that because I don't want to show you my whole hand, and then what if
exactly,
like or if. What would you say to somebody that thinks that way?
I think it's twofold. I think it's some of the things that like some of it's circumstances, some of it's how I was raised, and like things that I saw like my dad do. My dad he's got his own things, but he's very sensitive. He was always very sensitive growing up, very emotional, and that was like really important to see as like a young kid. They're like, oh, like you can be soft, you can have softness, and that allowed me to grow up and be vulnerable, like and be comfortable being like that. It's also on the other person. It's also on your person. Like if you are getting that reassurance, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like, oh, if I show you this, you're going to say something. Or if I come to you, you might throw it back in my face. It never felt like that. Like, and like I said, that comes with time.
Absolutely.
Comes with time.
Absolutely. So I do have a fun question from another one of your fans.
I thought we were done with this.
Another one of your very good fans.
Okay.
And we was going to do this last week, so I'm glad we didn't because I got a chance to ask him. So Joel Cree said, Joel Cree, because I know he's going to give me trash for that.
Of course.
Joel Cree, he was like, I should ask you about your Creole heritage and how does that affect your approach that's
hilarious
in the arts? That's what he said. I don't know anything.
That's very funny. It's like an ongoing joke we have. Like we have this thing about he thinks he's not light skinned. I think he's very light. We have this ongoing joke about it.
Okay.
Sometimes I say, and there's like it's a joke, but there is like truth in this. I think it's important, so I'm gonna share it.
Sure.
And, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to share it anyway.
Sure.
Sometimes I'll joke and be like, oh, yeah, I'm Creole. Like, my great-grandmother is actually Creole.
Oh, wow.
And I'll be like, oh, I'm Creole. Like, when I had hair, it laid down. Like, that's why I'm light. Like, and I would joke and I'd be like, oh, I'm one of the good ones. That's how I got the job. Like, it's how... And I say that jokingly, but there is like a kernel of truth in that. Like,
I mean, like they do double gang a lot, and they have a look they go for.
They have a look.
Yeah,
they have a look that they go for. Like, it's a part of the industry, and I hate it. Like, it's not a thing that I like. It's just a part of what we do.
Yeah.
So it's funny that he said that to you. That's crazy. Of course. That's crazy.
Next, I have Sarita.
Oh, God.
Sarita say, why you like this?
In general? Oh, my God.
She said, oh, really? Yeah, just ask him why you like this. And I was like, I think nobody has an answer for that. That's my boy. That's
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what it is? Like, I found out a long time ago, like, it just doesn't pay to take yourself that seriously.
It doesn't.
It just doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
I do it a lot. And I hate it.
I do it too. And
I'm doing it less and less, and I'm having so much more fun, man.
It's way more fun that way. It's just like, if you don't take it that serious, like you take the job serious, of course, life
the
and things, but like
yeah.
walking around every day, you can't take yourself that serious. Like it's gotta be a joke. Like
I love that. That's good. Last one was Ben Toomer.
Okay.
And Ben said, "Did you take your night shed?"
Night shred.
Night shred. For the night. What is that? I didn't even know. He was like, just say that to him. You even know.
Jesus. Night shred.
Is this like a workout thing?
Yeah, it's like a health supplement.
This guy's ripped, by the way. I don't know if y'all seen.
I got the hoodie on.
That boy is. I'm telling you now, he got muscles in places.
Nah. Yeah, it's a health supplement. Basically, there's a fat burner in it, but there's also like magnesium and melatonin, so it helps you go to sleep too. And people ask me like, "Oh, what do you take? What do you use? What's your diet like?" I got Peter on it. I got Ben on it. I got Joel on it. I got
you about to get me on it.
Everybody's on it. I got tons of people. Forrest is on it.
Is it like it's just a good night supplement?
Yeah, it's just gonna help. It's just gonna help. It's it like curbs your appetite a little bit at night, so like after the show you don't have those cravings and stuff. And also, after doing the show you have adrenaline, so you're up. Sure, after the show I'm up, like awake.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Even when it's late, I'm up.
Yeah, it'd be 2 a.m.
Exactly.
Still,
I feel fine. Like.
Yeah.
So that also helps with that. So
I hear that. Man, I really appreciate you coming. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah, man.
I was
of course.
very nervous coming here.
Oh man,
never. I was, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was sitting here like, ugh, do I still got it, whatever. But I appreciate this. Again, I told you this in person. I'm gonna say it again. I think you did an incredible job as a Simba. I've been blessed to see a couple, come and go and stuff, and in other companies as well, and like globally, bro, I think you came up. There was a lot of pressure, people before you and stuff like that, and you stepped in, you did your thing. R&B Simba,
sir,
like now that we've had this conversation, that makes so much more sense to me because that help you like really connect with yourself in this box. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really dope. So I really appreciate you coming out. All the best and congratulations on your next moves as well.
Thank you, brother.
All the best and congratulations on your wedding as well.
Thank you, brother.
Praying that God covers that, and I really appreciate that you know who your woman is, and you're okay with talking about it, and you're proud of where you've come and what you're doing. That's an incredible thing. So I really appreciate you coming today, man. And that's it for me, brother.
Yes, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.